Have you ever felt like the world is moving too fast? Like there's too much noise, too many opinions, and not enough peace? You're not alone. In this crazy fast paced world, most of us feel anxious. But what if slowing down is a real answer? Today, let's talk about a book that feels like a deep breath in a noisy world. Notes on a Nervous Planet by Matt Haig. A simple, honest, and powerful reminder that it's okay not to be okay. Let's break it down in the simplest way possible, and I promise it might just calm your soul. Have you noticed how everything around us feels rushed? Like the world is always shouting, faster, louder, more. Matic says it's not just you. The world we live in has become nervous, and because we live inside it, we absorb that nervousness too. So, what's actually making us feel this way? Let's break it down in the simplest way. Every time we scroll, there's a new headline: bad news, wars, disasters, tragedies. Even we don't want to see it, it finds us. Matt says we weren't built to process this much information every second. Our minds get tired, our heart gets heavy, and we start feeling anxious even when we are just sitting at home. On social media, everyone looks happy, perfect bodies, perfect relationships, perfect lives. And we think, why doesn't my life look like that? Am I falling behind? Matt reminds us most of it isn't even real. It's highlights, filters, carefully chosen moments. But our brain still compares. And that comparison makes us feel like we are not good enough. In this world, being busy means successful. We are always told hustle harder, don't waste time, keep going. But no one talks about rest. No one tells us it's okay to slow down. Matt says we are humans, not machines. You don't have to be busy all the time to be valuable. Sometimes rest is most productive thing you can do. We see others doing cool things online and we feel like we are missing out. It creates stress. Even if we were okay before, now we feel behind. But here's the truth: you're not missing out, you're just seeing a tiny part of someone's day, not their whole life. We are more connected than ever, thanks to the phones and internet, but somehow we have never felt more lonely. Real conversations have become rare. Everyone's busy, distracted, in a rush. Matt says we have forgotten how to just be with ourselves or with each other, and this disconnection makes us feel lost. So, what's making us nervous? It's not just one thing, it's a mix of too much noise, too much pressure, too much comparison, and not enough peace. But the good news is, once we see the problem clearly, we can start finding simple ways to feel better. Let's go back in time. Thousands of years ago, humans lived simple lives. We hunted, gathered food, watched the stars, and sat around campfires. There were no phones, no alarms, no emails, no notifications. Life moved slowly, and our brain were perfectly suited for that world. But today, we wake up to 10 notifications. We scroll through hundreds of images before breakfast. We check emails and reply to text. We listen to podcasts, watch videos, sometimes all at once. Matt Hicks says it clearly. Our minds weren't built for this. Because our brain is still the same ancient brain, it hasn't evolved to match the super fast world. It was designed to help us survive, not to keep up with 24 by 7 news or thousands of followers. Let's understand it simply. Our brain gets stressed when it's overloaded. It gets confused when it sees too many choices. It gets tired when it's forced to stay alert all the time. And it starts to feel anxious when it can't slow down. Imagine trying to play a calm song on a speaker that's turned up too loud. That's what our mind feels like in today's world. It's not your fault if you're struggling. You're not broken. You're not weak. You're not lazy. You're just human living in the world that moves too fast for the human brain. And once we understand this, we can stop being so hard on ourselves. Give your mind rest. Disconnect from the noises. Say no to things that overload you. Be okay with doing less. And most importantly, be kind to your own brain. Matt says the key is not to try to be faster. The key is to build a life that your mind can handle. Because peace doesn't come from doing everything, it comes from doing what feels right for you. Let's be real for a second. We live in a world that's always shouting more, 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 more likes, more followers, more money, more success. But here's a problem, no one tells us when it's enough. What does enough even mean today? We scroll through Instagram and feel like we are missing out. We see someone's vacation and think, why am I not doing that? We hear about a millionaire and wonder, am I doing enough with my life? We compare ourselves with everything and everyone. And the more we compare, the more we feel like we are not enough. But Matt Hicks reminds us something powerful. We need to stop measuring our lives by what we don't have. Because if we keep chasing more, we'll always feel like we are running behind. The truth is, sometimes what we already have is enough. A quiet evening, a good book, a walk with someone you love, being, breathing, and living. These things don't make headlines, but they make life real. Let's break it down in a simple way. You don't need to look perfect every day. You don't need to be productive 24 by 7. You don't need to be rich or famous to be worthy. You don't need to constantly do more to matter. Sometimes being alive and doing your best, that's enough. The world might never tell you that you're enough. So you have to learn to say it to yourself. So today, take a deep breath, look around, and say this to yourself: I'm enough. I have enough. I do enough. Let that be your quiet rebellion against a loud, chaotic world. Because peace begins the moment we stop chasing what we never needed in the first place. Remember, you're not alone in feeling overwhelmed. The world is fast, but you don't have to keep up with it. Take a step back, breathe, and let yourself just be. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more reminders that you're not broken. Take care of yourself and keep moving at your own pace. See you in the next video.